Today we are looking at a Rakdos Madness deck. So, for those who don't know, Madness is an ability where if you discard a card, you can cast it for its Madness cost, and the Madness costs are generally much lower. So, there are quite a few powerful cards in Pauper with Madness, and over the years we've seen a few different versions of Madness decks, often in Simic colors. Although recently there have been quite a few Rakdos and even a few mono-black Madness decks. So this is based on a list that 5-0'd a league recently. So this list has been pretty powerful in testing, and I think it's one of the better takes on Rakdos Madness. It is quite aggressive and quick. It has quite an emphasis on direct damage. Okay, so first up we have Fiery Temper, which is 3 mana for an instant, deals 3 damage to any target, but its Madness cost is 1 red, so if we discard this, we can cast it for 1 red, making it another set of lightning bolts, which is very strong. Then very similar, we have Arms of the Vein. It's 3 mana for a sorcery, target opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life, and it has a Madness cost of 1 black. Then we also have this creature from Modern Horizons 2, Kitchen Imp. 4 mana for a 2/2, Flying Haste, Madness, 1 black. Okay, so those are our big Madness effects. So what are we using to discard cards? So this deck makes use of quite a lot of blood tokens from the new Crimson Vow set. So first up we have Voldaren Epicure, 1 red for a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you create a blood token. So a blood token is an artifact with pay 1, tap, discard a card, sacrifice the blood token, draw a card. So it's a way for us to draw cards while discarding cards to activate our Madness. Then of course it's Faithless Looting, one of the most powerful discard effects ever printed. 1 red for a sorcery, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards with a flashback cost of 3. So in a sense, this could be called our main engine in the deck. It's just such a powerful card. Okay, then we have Vampire's Kiss, which is another way for us to get blood tokens. So it's 2 mana for a sorcery. Target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Create 2 blood tokens. So yet again, this is a way of dealing direct damage to our opponent's face. Right, and then the rest of the deck is essentially just more direct damage and a bit of card draw. So we are playing Bump in the Night, which is 1 black for a sorcery, target opponent loses 3 life. Then it has a flashback cost of 6, 5 generic, 1 red. Okay, then for more burn, we have Searing Blaze, 2 red for an instant. It deals 1 damage to target player, and 1 damage to target creature they control. But if you had a land enter the battlefield under your control this turn, instead it deals 3 damage to that player, and 3 damage to that creature. Okay, we're rocking more burn in the form of Lightning Bolt and Galvanic Blast. So this might seem a bit strange at first, because this isn't an artifact deck, but we are running a whole bunch of artifact lands. Vault of Whispers, Strasforge Bridge, Great Furnace. Possibly we should be running 4, but it seemed okay for now. And then finally, for a bit of card advantage, we have Deadly Dispute. Of course, 2 mana for an instant. As an additional cost, sacrifice a creature or artifact, draw 2 cards, and create a treasure token. Okay, so there you have it. This deck has felt very strong so far. Quite a cool take on Madness with a bit of a burn, direct damage feel to it as well. So it can be quite a fast deck. And I quite like the fact that it's so heavily into the direct damage, because I feel like with other Madness lists I've played, they sort of start off strong, but then toward the late game, they just get outclassed by a lot of decks. But with this, at least, we can start aggro, and then just start burning our opponent's face for damage. So I'd highly recommend you give this list a try. As always, let me know how you've built a Madness deck. I'd be curious to see what is strong at the moment. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.